Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your tarot videoscope for September 2016 by Ama. As you all know, this will be a general reading. Therefore, you may need to have a personal private reading pertaining to you and your questions. In that case, I may be reached at amalightworker.com, or you may mail me amalightworker@gmail.com. And because this is a general reading, please make sure that you listen for your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. So listen for all of these three signs, because sometimes maybe your messages may show up for you through your moon sign or through your rising sign. If you'd like to hear a continuation of this video, I will be posting the link down here below in the show more description box for download and purchase through Vimeo. And I also am uploading new videos through Vimeo about Jupiter transiting and how that is going to affect your sign. That transit will happen on September 10, 2016, going on October 10, 2017. So again, click in the show more description box below. That will take you to a link if you are interested to download and purchase your Jupiter special videos. And like, share, and subscribe. This way, by subscribing, you allow me to take messages for you as well. General feelings here with your reading, having to do with resolving matters from the past, some sort of a new beginning, having to deal with a possible move, new developments in love, friendships, and ultimately still being happy and achieving some success, but having to go through some challenges. Let's break it down one by one. This is the Knight of Wands, and the deck that I'm using today is called the Egyptian Tarot deck. So this is a new deck of cards. So Nine of Wands, the meaning of that is tying up loose ends, some delays, preparing to complete things in order for you to move on into something new. And another additional meaning of the card, for me personally, it also means strength in opposition, strength to overcome some obstacles. It also means sometimes some sort of an opportunity here. So let me focus, this way I can pick up any psychic messages in relation to the Nine of Wands. I feel like sudden news, sudden changes, sudden opportunities, a sudden phone call or a sudden email from someone. This could be from someone of your past. This could be hearing back from some sort of a job. So it has to deal with a job or a career opportunity. It's something that maybe you thought you lost it, maybe you don't think of that anymore, or maybe you applied for a job such a long time ago, so now you totally forgot about that. Maybe you applied for a loan and you never heard back. Maybe you applied or you spoke to someone to approve you in certain projects, in new programs, and you never heard back. So for some of you, this is going to be like a sudden communication here, sudden email or a sudden phone call, because someone wants to bring that opportunity back to you. So it could be someone could be calling you. Maybe you applied for a home or property to rent, to buy, to sell. Maybe you were looking for a new apartment, and maybe you thought, you lost that opportunity, that apartment is gone. You may hear something back, a sudden phone call. So whatever this is, I do feel that some of you not only have to deal with last minute changes, last minute new developments, sudden changes, but you may also have to deal with matters of the past, fixing or correcting some actions of the past. So for the purpose of this general reading, I'm also going to say, in other words, tying up loose ends with anything from your past in order for you to move forward. The next card that you have is not such a good card. This is the Tower. And so remember, I'm just a messenger here, but there's always something positive, even though when the general card is negative. So let me focus. I'm going to give you the meaning of the card first. The Tower is running into some limitations, moving, fights, disagreements, separations, divorce, financial ruin, losing faith, losing trust. So this is the meaning of the card. And I do feel like generally this card showed up for you, because now I feel like you're trying to break whatever is making you feel limited, whatever is making you feel small. Some of you have to figure out or even find out lies, deceits. It feels to me like careful around any major projects, major contracts that at a first glance, they may seem perfect and maybe too good to be true. At a second glance, if you look at every little detail, there may be something there that it's not so good. There's some sort of an imbalance here with something that has to do with finances that you need to correct, because you may be paying more than you should. So that's the situation for some of you Sagittarius. Other Sagittarius may have to deal with old issues, old gossip, old problems. Because I do keep getting a situation, I keep getting a feeling and images of three people talking over about some stuff, not agreeing, correcting each other's truth or lies. So there's sort of some sort of a truth and lies that will come up in a discussion between three people. It could be between a lover, a love partner, and a friend. It could be three friends. There's something here that needs to clarify. Maybe for some of you, this could also be moving home, changing jobs, having to deal with difficult matters around that. Maybe you recently moved, but you still haven't figured stuff out yet, having a hard time transitioning from one home to the other, from one office to the other, from one job to the other. So I do feel like this is happening because they are telling me that everything that wasn't working for you, now you cannot deny that anymore. It's going to come to a culmination point because you need to let go either of this relationship, this job, whatever was making you stuck and limited. So it's actually meant to bring you a chance to have something better, but for the time being, you're going to have you're going to feel like I'm lost in a labyrinth and now I need to find a solution. You will find your way out. This is only a temporary situation, and I'm also feel like you're going to be extremely very confused about choosing people, choosing friendships, choosing lover, very confused in relation to some choices that you have to make. The next card that showed up is the Fool, and it does fall in the position of what's above you. So this is the card, and the meaning of the Fool is new beginning, a new journey, um, feeling very hopeful, a new plan, a new journey, a new project, high hopes for a brighter tomorrow. A lot of passion. It could be a new passion, but again, please be careful of not to be taken advantage of. Have a step-by-step plan, have a second plan, have a third plan, have some sort of a backup resources. In other words, examine everything carefully. And to me personally, the Fool also means travel, education, personal effort, choice. Sometimes you see everything through rose glasses. And there's something interesting because these are new cards, and there's something interesting right here. If you can see, it looks like the seven eclipse here. So it is eclipse season after all in September, and during the eclipse season or the eclipse date, so I do believe one is right on September 1st, there's going to be some major life shifting events for you. I feel like you are going to find a way to get out of a mess that made you make in the past. Maybe you were doing some miscalculations in terms of a financial deal, finances. Now I feel like you may realize and understand that and kind of trying to fix that. I feel that some of you may be required extra work, extra paperwork, extra courses if you are in school and maybe you are trying to get into a specific course of study or a specific program. Whatever this is, I don't feel like you have to take that first opinion. I feel like you could be consulting or even doing a research and finding out on your own that there is a second option and another way for you to resolve this. If someone is telling you you need a certain work experience to get this job, or you need to have this course and this credential and that credential, you may find your way around that. Some of you, I do feel that you could be entering a relationship with someone. It could be a new friendship or a new love, and seeing everything through rose glasses. And for some of you, you have to deal with matters of finding out who they really are afterwards. So there's going to be some misunderstanding and misjudgment on your side in relation to a new lover or to a new friend. You may have to deal with something that maybe comes up to resolve during travels. I don't know if you could be traveling long distance or short distance, but definitely there's something here that is going to show up for you to resolve. Anyway, generally it means that you are entering a phase of your life when you just are ready to follow your passion in life. If your job doesn't work for you, or maybe feeling now something is changing in you and feeling like I'm happy to go to work, I don't dread going to work anymore. So the universe will arrange for you to give you chances and opportunities for you to take a risk, to follow what you truly desire, to follow what truly you makes your heart sing. In other words, to be fulfilled. So some of you could be taking a risk or a chance of some sort. The next card that showed up is the Three of Swords, and it does fall in the position of what's the root cause of this. The Three of Swords, to me, it is a card that denotes heartache, heartbreak. It denotes pain from loss of a friendship or loss of a love partner. It could also be the death of an idea, the death of a project. I keep getting for you always a second solution. They are telling me don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Everything, every obstacle is going to be temporary, because I do feel like you need to relax, and because it is through your own thinking that you are going to come out with a second solution. I keep getting that for some of you, you may be hearing like a final notice or a major decision, maybe from a landlord, from a legal institution, from a major company, So I do feel like you were in the proceedings of something, and now you may hear something. I don't feel like this is a total no. I still feel like you can work your way around it. You may be asked to renew some documents, and some of you may be also restarting this case or these proceedings again. Some of you may be feeling heartbroken due to a love situation, because the Tower cards, if I put the two cards together, the Tower card, if I can find it now, the Tower card, it also means separation or divorce. This is heartbreak and having to deal with matters around that. Whatever this is, I don't feel that this situation is going to be long lasting for you, and for some of you, a breakup of some sort could turn out to be temporary. So maybe not really long term. But for the time being, you don't see this happening. You may think that this is it. We just broke up. This is the end of it. And this makes sense because the next card that showed up for your reading is the Chariot, and the Chariot does fall in the position of the near past. So if the Chariot card falls in the position of the near past, that means getting your old boyfriend back, getting your old girlfriend back. So for some of you, I do feel like you're going to have to reevaluate your affairs, finances, situations from the past. I feel like now you are going to think about your future long term, maybe having new goals, new ways, new ideas. And it may be quite shocking for some of you to hear from an old lover, because I also keep getting some sort of a dilemma for some of you. So this part won't apply to everybody. Maybe you already met someone else, or you are interested in someone else. Meanwhile, your old boyfriend or your old girlfriend wants you back. So for some of you, this is going to have to deal with that dilemma. This could also be some sort of an old opportunity comes back to you, in terms of that has to do with traveling, moving, relocating, and maybe you thought you lost that opportunity and you are on your way to make other plans and other arrangements, and now that this second chance or the second opportunity comes back, you may have to reevaluate your choices and which direction to go in order for you to make the proper decision. And I also have a strong feeling here that this is also dealing with matters of your own transportation. Either you recently got a car, you're thinking of buying a car, but definitely I keep getting images of some of a car that needs repair, or some sort of an work. Whatever this is, I do feel like you are going to reach a certain agreement. It could be a written agreement or a verbal agreement with someone. And the next card that shows up is in the position of the near future, and you have the Two of Wands. So I feel like, again, he's so connected to the Chariot card, because if you notice here, only by looking at the pictures alone, so there's two choices here, and having to choose this or this, and then a partnership is made. So for some of you, this could also be, for some of you, it could be transitioning from a friendship to a love partnership, or from a friendship to a business partnership. This could also be that it could be someone else intervening for the two of you to get together with someone. It could happen all of it by chance, by a surprise. So someone may introduce you to someone with whom eventually you are going to create a love relationship, or a business relationship, a business partnership. This may not necessarily happen in September. It could happen a little bit before or a little bit after, and that's going to be the case for some of you Sagittarius, Sagittarius, not for all of you. The meaning of the Two of Wands, for me, it means a partnership in love, in friendship, in business. So partnerships and also help. It means one person coming to you to lend you a help, but it also means a group of people helping you. Um, it feels like something positive shows up from all of that struggle that showed up through the tower card. I do feel like some of you will rely on your own intuition, your own creativity in order for you to achieve this love partnership or this business partnership. Your intuitive channels will be opening up in September. Some of you may be also doing some sort of exercise or training to develop further your intuitive skill. I do feel like some of you will be forced to rely on other ways for you to make money, to create an income. I feel like you may lose something and gain something. Something is going to happen in order for you to realize that maybe you're best in doing this thing, you have a certain ability or talent, and you may need to decide to go in a different direction. It feels like your guides and angels are pointing at this thing for you. You may be good in writing, in teaching. You may be better, maybe if you are a nurse instead of studying economics, or instead of studying finances. It feels like there's going to be people and people who know people. Is going to be random conversations that are going to open your eyes about what truly matters to you and what you are truly good at doing. So many of you, I do feel like you could be planning in September for the next 2 years, following a certain plan, following a certain path, following a certain career direction. And for some of you, as I said, you're going to go through the reevaluation of friendships. I feel like you're blocking some people in social media, or you adding more friends, or you deleting some people from Facebook. Is that you are selecting who to be with, who not to be with. And in the midst of it all, I just keep getting that an important connection, a magical moment, a magical connection here, or an important partnership will be made. So that's good to know. So things will come together for you regardless. Let's move on now to your Akashic messages for September 2016. I did access your Akashic messages on August 29. I open them with a special prayer, I close with a special prayer, and then after that, I write down all the messages that I saw and all the messages that came through for you. Sagittarius, you have to step up your game. You may deal with some drama with siblings or other family matters. I see a lot of you Sagittarius returning from a trip, going back to your regular routine, to your daily life, but being a lot more productive. You may need to help someone, to give them a ride, or to assist them in some way for travel arrangements, driving them to a place or from a place. Some Sagittarians will launch new projects and new things in a work-related sense. You may also be starting a new job, or maybe recently you started a new job. They also advised for you to have all kinds of insurances in order, and more specifically and more especially, have in order anything that has to do with health insurance, files around health, all of that stuff, because something, they said, will come up, not necessarily in September, but shortly thereafter, that you may have to have all these health related paperwork, files, and insurances in order. Some of you may have to deal with a lawsuit. It is not something new, it is an ongoing problem for you. So some of you have been dealing with lawsuits and the court systems for a long time. So now, so you could be dealing again with that. I also see some of you presented with a chance to enter a partnership. You may hesitate a bit at first. This could be a love partnership for some of you that you are hesitating at first. Something that happened in the past around you, not necessarily to you, but probably around you, looks like may come back again in a different way. So, because they talked about some people telling the truth, some people gossiping and not knowing the truth, and it feels like you may intervene to set the record straight. May not necessarily be involved around the same people again, but it could be a same similar situation. So these were your Akashic messages for this month. Contact me for a private reading. amalightworker.com or amalightworker@gmail.com. Please like, share, and subscribe so this way I can get messages for you as well. And head on to the link down here below if you want to hear a continuation of this reading. And don't forget to check out at vimeo.com your Jupiter special for the next 13 months. Thank you so much and have a great month. Bye.